everyone. Right, so it's been a minute since I was last on here doing a vlog, but I want to come back today. Now I've freed up some time to give you a little bit of an update and to also see if I can get your help with something on a quest that I am on. So first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about our new venture. It's not new, but it's just been launched, which is the Fable Teller. We've been working on it for a while, but it's just been launched with its own website and its own social media. So I want to share a little bit about the Fable Teller, but also I want to see if you can help me with a quest that I'm on to try and get some, how can I frame this? So what I want to do is learn more about the Icelandic storytelling culture. I'm really interested in how it works over there, in terms of how it's integrated into society and how people really embrace that storytelling culture. So those are the two things I want to talk about today. So the first one is the Fable Teller. I'm really excited to get this going. So I've been working on this project for a while. So the Fable Teller is about creating stories for children, but offering free resources as well as books and various different games and activities. So at the moment we've launched our site. We've got some free activities on there. We've got a game which is around a story called Finding Buckelberg. So the introductory game is it's a board game. It's quite simple. It's a one quest board game where you go from the start to the finish, and then you have little obstacles along the way. So it is like a step-by-step process to get from the start to the finish. And it's Little Leprechaun, who's at the top, Little Leprechaun's journey to find the happiest place in all of Fable Teller land, Buckelberg. So the board game is simply start to finish, but there's lots of you learn about different characters and different places along the way. We want to expand on that story. The story is going to be much more than a book, a game, a plush doll, which is, I love my little plush doll, who's the main character in the story. It's going to be a variety of different things. And the idea is that, families can create stories from these characters and this own story. So you can create from a board game, which you can create yourself. There's going to be a tutorial. In fact, there is a written tutorial on the website where you can learn how to create your own board game from this. So you can start with a board game, but then you can develop it into a tabletop game of different sorts. So you can then create different adventures from all the different characters in Buckelberg, which are all listed on the website. You can look at the different characters, what they do, where they are, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what they enjoy doing, what trouble they like to get up to, and you can sort of create your own stories from that. We're trying to create a Buckelberg world. And it's all very exciting, and it's all very creative, and it's such fun. So that's Buckelberg. There's lots of stuff on the site. It's www.thefableteller.com. So there's lots of free resources. There will be different things added on as and when as we go further forward. But it'd be great to get your support. We've also got our own Fable Teller TikTok, and we're on Pinterest and we're on YouTube. So do look us up. The Fable Teller on YouTube is under our publishing brand of Dream with Colour. So that's where we are, the Fable Teller. Now the second thing I want your help with is the Icelandic culture I was speaking about. So I went to Iceland quite a few years ago now, and I was blown away by the culture there. I loved learning about the folklores. I loved the whole community, the feel of it. Instinctively, when you go to somewhere and you get that sense of, this is inspiring, this makes me feel something, and that's how I've felt about Iceland ever since I went there back in, I can't remember when, 2017 I think. It was quite a while ago. So that's how it made me feel. And since then I've been trying to find bits of information out and understand the culture a bit more. But I know that the storytelling is integrated quite tightly into society, into families. It's inherent in the way that people use storytelling as a tool to bring people together. The traditions of book giving at Christmas and people cherishing their books, it's got one of the highest literacy rates in the world, and Iceland is, known as one of the happiest places to be. So all this stuff makes me feel warm, and it makes me feel like I want to learn more, because I want to be able to create cultures like that back in the UK. I've always loved storytelling. I've always enjoyed it. I love to see, children and families really knitted together because of the stories they tell each other, the way they get excited about expressing themselves creatively. And I think if there's a way to learn more about different cultures, such as Iceland, then I would love to do that and bring it back. And I'm working on different initiatives at the moment to get me back over there to do that. So my question is, if you know more about the culture, if you know of any Icelandic authors that you can, tag me on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, or drop me an email. If you're listening and you think, yeah, I'd like to connect with you because I'm an author, or I'm a storyteller, I know more about Iceland, I know more about the cultures, or if it's just something that you are genuinely interested in because it's resonated with you, then I'd love to hear from you and I'd like to connect. So yeah, that is my mission. It has been my mission for the last 2 or 3 years, to learn more, understand more. Like I say, there's that feel of something, there's a feel of something when you know that there's more to explore and there's something you can really develop and instinctively create something good with. That's what I feel about this quest. So yeah, get in touch if there's anything we can collaborate on or connect with. And I'm going to leave it there for now. I will be back soon because now I've freed up some time from working on Buckelberg. I'm going to be uploading some more tutorials on the whole storytelling aspect. And I'm not going to lie, it's been a bit of a whirlwind over the last couple of years. I'm digressing. So I'll just tell you, I'm going to upload some tutorials soon. But just on that note, I want to say it's been a bit of a whirlwind over the last couple of years, introducing different elements of AI, understanding that world without getting lost in that feeling of complete desperation that the work that you're doing purely out of your own imagination could easily be, transcribed into a lot more AI, or, people can't see the rawness of the work that you're doing. That sort of disappointment and that fear has been a bit of a roller coaster. So I'm understanding AI from a different point of view now and how it can benefit myself as an author without taking away my originality and without taking away what I've studied and learned for so long to be a creative writer. Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind is what I'm trying to say, but I've sort of got my head around this now, and I can appreciate the journey I've been on, and it's making me feel more wholesome for it. So I will be back soon with some tutorials, but for now I will leave it there because I've had nearly 10 minutes and you may have been bored of my voice by now. So I'll speak to you soon and take care.